For pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Mr. Kenneth Day died at his residence on Thursday night. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Homegoing celebration remembering the life of Clifton Black Embry, age 47, of Talladega, will be Saturday at 11 o'clock from S.M. Goodson Funeral Home Chapel with Pastor Clarence Henderson officiating. Interment in the Jennifer Cemetery of Munford. Public visitation is today, 3 until 7 o'clock at the funeral home. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home and Crematory in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Celebration remembering the life of Donald O'Neill Johnson Sr., formerly of Lincoln, will be Saturday at 1 o'clock from Holy Hill Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ with Bishop Michael Truss officiating. Interment in the Pine Grove Cemetery. Public viewing today, 3 till 7 o'clock at the funeral home. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Wanda Whitley, age 64, Goodwater, will be Saturday at 3 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brother Roy Johnson, Brother Mike Kaiser officiating. Burial in the Valley Grove Cemetery of Highlands. Miss Whitley died Wednesday at Russell Medical Center. Visitation Saturday 1 until 3 at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Robert R.P. Matheson, age 74, of Sylacauga, is today at 2 o'clock from Radley Smith Funeral Home Chapel with the Reverend Philip Alberson officiating. Burial in the Talladega Springs Cemetery. Mr. Matheson died Wednesday, June the 8th at his residence. Visitation is today 1 until 2 o'clock at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga directing. Funeral service for Donnie Cook will be Saturday at 1 o'clock from Community Funeral Home Chapel in Sylacauga. Visitation is today 1 until 7 at the funeral home, 511 Edgewood Drive. Community Funeral Home Sylacauga directing. Funeral service for Robert Bob Jernigan, age 85, is Saturday at 11 from Radley Smith Funeral Home Chapel with the Reverend Dustin Jernigan officiating. Burial in the Antioch Community Church Cemetery in Red Level at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Mr. Jernigan died June 7th at his residence. Visitation Saturday 10 until 11 at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. And funeral service for Dr. James Pitts Temple Sr., age 94, of Dadeville, is this morning at 11:30 from the chapel of Langley Funeral Home. Reverend Ronnie Palmer and the Reverend Wayne Cowhick officiating. Burial in the Tallapoosa County Memory Gardens. Dr. Temple was recognized as the oldest active pharmacist and oldest practicing physician in the state of Alabama. He was a member of the Alexander City Methodist Church Langley Funeral Home in Dadeville in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report this morning, courtesy of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.